Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my first FPL draft for the new FPL 25-26 season. Now, Nick and I, as London Football Down Under, will be creating an FPL league for everyone to join. The link code will be down below here, and it will also be in the description of the video down below. Now, let's get straight into the draft. So, first, at goalkeeper, we got Pickford. Obviously, Everton goalkeeper. Everton got a great run of fixtures at the beginning of the season. He even had 1 assist last season. Crazy for Pickford, but yep, Pickford, he gets great saves penalties even as well. I think he saved 2 penalties last season. Incredible. And Everton are a very defensive team, keep a lot of clean sheets. Also 5.5 mil price, I think it's worth it. Solid goalkeeper pick. I was going to go for Sanchez for Chelsea, but I already have 3 Chelsea players, so I went with Pickford. Now in defense, next we've got Milinkovic. So for Nottingham Forest, I'm hearing people say that Nottingham Forest aren't going to do that well. I don't see why. Like Nottingham Forest, like transfer wise, they've only lost Alanga, I think, in attack, and they've still got their whole defense and everything. I think they'll do well. I think they'll do what they did last season, but if not, better. So I think Milinkovic, Nottingham Forest got a good run of fixtures at the beginning of the season. And I think he's a good goal threat going forward. 5 goals, 2 assists last season. It's very good for a defender. And I think he'll get a lot of points. Also, there's a stat where Milinkovic, he was the top 5 defenders last season to score at least 3+ points for the most weeks in the season, which means he is very consistent with his points. And I think he'll do the same this season and start well. Next, we got Saliba. He is also in that top 5 players of 3+ points for most weeks. And Arsenal, their fixtures are a bit rough. I mean, Arsenal is like one of the better teams in the Premier League, but yeah, Man United and Leeds is good, but then afterwards they got rough fixtures. So if Saliba isn't doing great, or maybe after these 2 fixtures, I might swap him out. But for now, to start off, I'm picking Saliba. Good goal threat going forward. Arsenal still have their set piece coach. Set pieces is how they score. I know they got Gyökeres now. They'll probably get more goals properly now, but I think they'll still score goals from corners and set pieces and all that, so that's why I picked Saliba. Then next we got Tarkowski. Now, obviously Everton, defensive team, and they keep a lot of clean sheets, like I was saying, great fixtures. And Tarkowski, decent goal threat going forward. For defensive teams, usually their defenders get more goals and corners and set pieces and all that stuff, so that's why I picked Tarkowski. Also 5.5 mil, not too bad. Saliba was 6 mil, which is the highest price. But yeah, so 5.5 mil, you might think is a bit dear for Tarkowski, but when you think about it, he's going to get good defensive points, including the new rule this season where if a defender gets the combination of 10 either interceptions, clearances, or tackles. So 10 combined of those, which is what defenders usually will probably get, an extra 2 points. So I think that'll help with defenders like Tarkowski, which is why you'll see more centre-backs and even defensive midfielders getting picked this season. Next, we got Cucurella. Like, I love Cucurella. Chelsea fan here, I love fucking Cucurella, bro. He is so good. I mean, left back, obviously, full back. He goes forward. Goal threat, 5 goals, 2 assists last season. Incredible. I think he'll keep going. And we've got an even better squad this season with great attack as well. So I think we'll keep a lot more clean sheets. Colwill has been injured, so we're going to have to play like Tosin and Chalobah centre back, which I still think is solid. Like I said, keep a lot of clean sheets with great fixtures to start off with. I think Chelsea have the best fixtures starting off the season, so that'll be good. And yeah, Cucurella just pockets defenders. He knows what he's doing. He's a great defender, and I think he'll do well. Next, we got Cole Palmer. Now, Cole Palmer, Chelsea midfielder. Obviously, he's great. Last season, 15 goals, 10 assists. He's going to keep it up. Even with the even more strikers now, because last season, Palmer had a stat where he created the most big chances in the Premier League last season. But the reason why we didn't score off most of them is because we had Jackson up front. Thank God he's not up front anymore. Because now, we got Liam Delap and Joao Pedro, actual strikers that can score. So Palmer's going to get a lot more assists from that, and he's going to be great this season. So and pre-season, like the Club FIFA World Cup, He's been absolutely fantastic. So I think he's going to get a lot of points and guaranteed pretty much. And then when you're talking about guaranteed points, you got to go to Salah. If you're not picking Salah, you're not trying to win. That's how it is. Legit, he is guaranteed points. Yes, he's got some rough fixtures to begin with, but it's Liverpool. They won the Premier League last season. All they've done is upgrade even more. You could argue maybe Salah won't get as many goals and assists because they've got better attackers now, but he'll still get a lot. He's guaranteed points. 29 goals, 18 assists last season. He's going to be great. And yeah, there's not much to say about him. He's guaranteed points. Next, we got Rodgers. Now, Rodgers, obviously, Aston Villa, his injury picked up today. Ankle injury, 75% chance playing. He'll probably play, most likely. Usually 75% chances, he'll most likely play. Even if he doesn't, I can always switch out just beforehand or a sub. But Rodgers, last season, 8 goals, 11 assists. Great for a cam. Aston Villa, I think, will do well this season. And yeah, decent, good fixtures as well in the beginning. Like, I think this is solid fixtures. A lot of games for Rodgers to get a lot of points. And then next we got Ndie. Now, I didn't really know much about him until I looked at FPL, but for Everton, a cam, attacking forward going forward. Great fixtures as well for Everton. He had 9 goals in 29 games last season. For an Everton team that only scored like 44 goals as a whole last season or something like that, he scored 9 of them. And Everton don't score many goals, like I just said, so I think he'll score even more goals. And he takes their penalties as well, which is even better. And obviously Salah and Palmer also take pens, so that's even better as well. So a lot of penalty takers I got here as well. And yeah, I think this midfield and divas, they'll just get a lot of points, I reckon, at the beginning of the season. And obviously, Salah and Palmer especially are very expensive, meaning I've had to go for some cheap options, like Ndie, who 6.5 mil. For the points that I reckon he'll get for 6.5 mil, I think he's a cheap beast. Absolute bargain, in my opinion. Next, the strikers. So we've got Joao and Pedro. Now, Joao Pedro for Chelsea, like I said, great fixtures. For Brighton last season, 10 goals, 6 assists. He's going to get even more than that this season, way more goals especially. In the preseason, he scored 5 goals in 5 games for Chelsea now. He's going to be incredible. He's looked incredible in the Club FIFA World Cup. Crucial person to why we were winning it as well. He scores goals. That's what he does. He's shown now he scores goals. Legit what Chelsea especially have needed. For a lot of years now, we finally got striker. And even Delap as well. That's the only concern with Pedro, is that Delap might get some minutes over him as well, but I think Pedro will have a lot more minutes still, and he'll score a lot of goals still. Especially at the beginning of the season with these fixtures, I think, bang on, he'll get goals. Then you got Chris Wood for Nottingham Forest. Like I said, Nottingham Forest, great fixtures, and Wood, one of the top goal scorers last season, 20 goals, 3 assists, 35 games. He's going to get a lot of goals again. I don't see how he can flop. He'll get a lot of goals. Simple as that. And that's for starting 11. I think they'll do very well. Like I said, maybe sub off Rodgers because of his injury, but we'll see coming closer to the first game of the Premier League season. Now on the subs. For goalkeeper, we got Kelleher. Obviously, signed for Brentford from Liverpool for 18 million, by the way. I think that's a bargain, personally. Kelleher's a great goalkeeper. He has a bit of an injury, knock, 75% chance playing. Even if he doesn't play, it's alright, he's a sub. I can always maybe change it closer to the first game of the season, but 4.5 mil for a goalkeeper who starts for Brentford. I don't think he's going to get many clean sheets for Brentford, I'll be honest, but he makes good saves, he's a solid goalkeeper, and I think he's a solid bench player for 4.5 mil price. Next we got Esteve, I think, Esteve, yeah. I think it's how you say it, for Burnley. Now, he's the cheapest price. I've had to go over cheap prices on the bench, obviously, to fit in some of these high expensive players in the team. 4 mil, lowest price for a defender, and he gets starting minutes at Burnley. So to get a 4 mil price defender who starts all the time and gets a lot of minutes as a defender is why I picked him for subs. So if worst case scenario, I can sub him for someone if they can't play. So yeah, that's why I picked him. And then next we got Belieber. Now, basically, I can go for a 5 mil midfielder here on the bench. Out of all the 5 mil options, he seemed like the best, so that's why I picked him, really. I'm not expecting like a lot from him, FPL wise. Like, he did get 3 goals, 1 assist last season for Brighton. He might be joining Man United from what I'm seeing. they're asking for a lot of money. But Man United or Brighton, he'll play, maybe get some points. Probably later in the season when I do my bench boost as well, might get some points, but might even change my bench later on in the season. But I'm starting with Believer since out of all the 5 mil midfielders, he seems like the best. Next we've got Mark Gui. Now, Gui at Chelsea, obviously, some people reckon he didn't get the minutes he deserved to get sometimes, but he did play some in the Conference League. He can score goals, and he's now at Sunderland on loan. He won't be their starting striker at the beginning, I don't think, but he's going to get minutes at Sunderland as a Premier League striker, and I think he's going to get goals, because for Sunderland, for a promoted team, their fixtures are great. Like, if they just promoted to the Premier League, this is great fixtures to begin with to try and get some points on the board for them, and I think Mark Gui can get some goals for sure. So I think it's a great option for the sub goalkeeper, for the sub striker. 4.5 mil as well, cheapest price for a striker. Definitely the best one out of all of them because he starts and I reckon he'll get some goals for Sunderland. And yeah, that's my team. Hopefully you guys enjoy this team. Obviously Palmer is captain. I'll go with Palmer captain since Crystal Palace. I think he's going to get goals and assists in that first game. And then if for some reason can't play captain, then vice captain will be Salah, because again, Salah guarantees points. I think for Bournemouth he'll get some. So yeah, that's my team. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And yeah, like I said from the beginning of the video, the league code for London Football Down Under will be in the description and earlier in the video down below here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace.